Hey guys! Welcome back to my Project Management Sandbox. In this episode, I would like to talk about the 10 essential project management acronyms that most likely you're going to use on a regular basis should you become or should you already be a project manager. Let's get started. Number 1 in my list is SOW, which stands for Scope of Work or Statement of Work. In other words, these are the requirements for the project that you are going to work on. In a nutshell, you need to understand what you need to do in order to do your job right. Number 2 is WBS, the thing that I'm using literally on a daily basis in order to understand where we currently at in a project. This is the work breakdown structure, which shows how we can break the bigger chunks of works into smaller milestones or increments, and also reflects the list of tasks that your team is working on, which makes it really easy to track the progress and results. Number 3 is KPI. Working on the new initiative or on a new project, we are really interested how it is going to perform at the end of the day. We are willing to acquire a certain amount of users, we are willing to cover the certain markets, we are willing to earn the certain amount of funds. So the KPIs are the key performance indicators that show us how actually we are doing after we are going live. Some values or numbers or metrics that we can compare with the actual results. Another way of using the KPIs is actually to understand how your team is performing. You definitely do have some KPIs at work that reflect the expectations from the certain roles, and also you might have the KPIs on the project to understand if you're going with the right velocity and if you're going to deliver stuff on time. Further acronyms are CR and FR. These are change request and feature request. Normally at the beginning of the project, as we have mentioned, we have the SOW, scope of work. However, down the road there might be situations where your stakeholders change their mind or they simply understand, okay, we can do something better, and that land us on the change requests or feature requests. Actually, these are not really the same things, but generally speaking, you get the picture. This is something that you get down the road that adds additional scope to your original estimated project work. I can create a separate video describing what is change request and what is a feature request and what are the actual difference between those two. Let me know in comments if this is something that you're interested to watch. Next acronym is CPM. CPM is the critical path method. Generally speaking, when you have stuff to do on a project, in best scenarios, you prioritize them, meaning you need to know what are the must-haves that you need to create in order to make the solution function as it expects to function. I mean, like the crucial, essential stuff, the crucial, essential functionality. So the critical path method allows us to plan the delivery work in a way that reflects those items on a timeline and shows us what are the most realistic dates when you can make things happen. And in the perfect scenario, it helps to beautifully reflect those items on your roadmap. Another item in the list is SWOT analysis. This is the risk analysis method that helps you to understand what types of risks you're going to have on a project, and also it helps to properly categorize them. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Another acronym that most likely you're going to use as a project manager is a RACI matrix. RACI stands for Responsible, Accountable, Consulted, and Informed. This matrix helps you to properly map the stakeholders on your project. If you remember, stakeholders are people who might be impacted or could make an impact to your project. It actually creates a huge net of people that you need to take in account when you're dealing with the stakeholder management. So RACI could help you understand who you need to keep accountable, who you need to keep responsible, who you need to consult, and who should be just informed about the updates. The other acronym is PERT analysis, which is Program Evaluation Review Technique. PERT analysis helps to review your project delivery timeline and understand how much realistic is it. This is actually a chart that helps you to map your tasks on the project, understand the dependencies on those, and map also your teammates to keep them accountable about the results. Next one is BPM, which is Business Process Management. These are the activities that are executed by the key stakeholders in order to keep the business operational. Why you need to know about the business process management is because projects are delivered within the business and it helps business grow, it helps business operate as well. And the last acronym for today in my list is the PMO. PMO is the Project Management Office. Generally speaking, this is the instance within the organization that unites project managers and people related to the project management activities to share the internal company information and resources that help to operate in the project management environment more efficiently. I hope that was helpful. Let me know in comments if you're willing to know more about any of those acronyms. Thanks for watching. See you later. Cheers!